yes. I mean, okay.
Maybe you want to use the rack from the other oven? Ah, okay. So there's multiple ones.
I mean, since the rack, I mean, we can just reuse that rack, right?
Yeah, but leave that one in because that's already hot, and put the next ones on top.
I'm confused.
You take out the, what do you call it?
Ah, yes.
The
So
backplate.
we don't need the same.
You put the cookies maybe here to let them cool.
Like that. That makes sense.
So, where is everyone? Yeah, we do.
A whisk, you mean? A whisk? Or what do you consider a hand mixer?
This thing.
Oh, like a, yes. Oh, right. I see.
You're making cream sugar.
I'm making cream.
Masnotella.
With sugar.
Sugar.
The temptation of, where's my coffee gone?
Oh.
Is that my coffee that you've stolen?
There was no coffee anymore. There's a fresh one now. Maybe.
No. I poured some of that out.
Ah, okay.
And then Kachal just takes my coffee.
Because
Well, I'm going to get more.
yeah, because Kahal has one over there already.
Yes. Oh, sorry.
It's the angry coffee.
The angry. Oh, yes, the angry coffee. Yes. I always see cake and the cookies and.
We should really stop. It's all the food we're going to have left by tomorrow.
I need to stop eating.
Trish, since the beef is gone, the chicken is gone.
Sugar.
That's not it.
Oh, it's adding.
Trish is
Oh yeah, you need to do that.
Wait, you didn't start the time. You started the stopwatch.
Later tomorrow night. After dinner tonight. What is for dinner tonight? Oh, we're cooking the ham.
Yeah, you're asking that, but.
Do you want to take them out?
There's no ham.
Not yet. You opened it.
What?
Is it too cold in the room? You want to heat up the room?
What?
You want to heat up the room? It's too cold in the room.
Yes, okay. The kitchen is not going to be available and we still need to do the workshop.
Okay,
Let's put the ham in, then do the
a little
workshop.
bit. Sort of makes sense.
Okay.
Put the ham in and then the workshop.
Yeah. Okay.
Why is he so surprised? You let Stefan in charge of the cooking. I didn't let anyone do. You did it.
How could you leave Stefan in charge?
But I didn't make the decision.
We forgot there's lots of biscuits in here too.
Yes.
Oh,
There's all kinds of stuff in here.
Slab.
potato.
Oh,
my
we
God.
completely forgot about the fruit slab.
Mince pies. That's
Where did
what.
the mince pies coming from?
What?
Did we buy the mince pies?
Yeah, obviously.
I don't
Why?
Jesus, that's why Tina was saying we have a lot of potatoes.
Now the fruit slab I understand. I was told by a reputable source, couple, that this is Irish.
It is.
Which one?
Fruit slab.
And I guess the mince pies are also Irish, but still.
Yes. Okay, let's get the beef, no, the ham on and the workshop on.
So who's taking care of the ham? Who's taking care of the workshop?
Both. I have no problem just throwing a ham in the oven. Does a ham have to be steeped? Or is it an ovenable ham?
It's behind you in that fridge.
Couple, you are not blinking.
What do you need?
Oh, well.
10, 15 minutes.
You are not blinking.
sorry.
Well, people will want to
Yeah.
Are still not blinking.
You do you?
Oh,
now you are.
Now you are, yeah. Go over sink.
Yes.
Let's go.
Both of these things are true at the same time.
Did you go get your coffee?
Okay. And when is the workshop
We
starting?
finish at 4.
Yes.
Now.
Okay, I send last email when I come to cook
Yes.
and a workshop is somehow happening.
Yes. Now
So shouting from this side.
you're supposed to be both simultaneously.
confusing meeting.
It's quantum, David. Quantum. Yes.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah, we don't look at you, so then you can stay where you are.
Philip Gum.
Yes.
So.
Nice over there. Don't take a dirty one.
I would just put this on here.
Yes. I might have to give it a wash first though.
Yes, I'm currently giving this a wash because after grilling the sausages, this has not been washed.
Perfect.
Is it good?
Somebody with a good nose.
Well, not me.
I think it's okay.
Yeah.
Not me.
Not that bad. It's not.
Where do you have
It's
to
okay.
put
Better. I'm not that bad. I'm not that bad.
Over there. When you are done, I'm going to give this a quick
How
wash.
strongly should it be bubbling? Not this one.
And I still didn't get around to make the last batch of cookies, so this will have to do after dinner.
And we can eat them on the trip home as well.
You were worried about breakfast, so.
I'm okay with cornflakes. And there's nothing about cornflakes for coffee. Bagels, we've got off salmon.
No,
So maybe if you like heat a bit more, it will get thicker.
There's
So,
already big bubble.
in 30 grams of cornflakes, there are 2.4 grams of sugar.
How big is the average serving?
30 grams is, I don't know.
How should you be holding that ham with a knife? Especially a knife facing upwards, so that when the pork eventually slips off, or the ham, you will jerk your hand upwards, plunging the knife into your face. Hopefully not.
that should be avoided.
Yes.
Right, let's cook the ham.
Yes. Like this.
Ready?
Put this on here. Now, the question is, do we want to season this already?
With what can we season it?
Let's see what
Chili powder.
let's see what seasonings we have.
Olive oil.
Well,
I'm sure there's some herbs. I'm sure there's some herbs that would go well with.
There's only oregano.
Soy sauce.
there's at least.
Actually, how about a honey glaze?
Yes. We have honey and
We
we have
have
soy sauce.
Yes, we have honey. We have chili. There, actually, a bit of chili would go well with this.
And means something
Um,
together.
Ooh,
Yes.
rub it with chili.
Yes.
Yes.
A bit of salt.
Chili flakes.
Yeah, chili flakes. Chili flakes.
Pepper.
What is this?
Salt.
Salt.
That's the one that says pepper is
The one that
salt.
says. Okay. Ooh, this is nice.
Use the
Very
plain flour.
small bowl. A small bowl. Do we have small bowls? Do we
How small?
This is a bit. Yeah. Is there something smaller than that?
Smaller than this?
Yeah. Okay. Whatever.
I mean, at that point, I think you're talking about a cup.
Yeah, but the cup is too deep.
Oh. Egg holder.
That's fine. Honey.
Garlic.
Arbitrary quantity. Not sure.
We have the decorations first.
Yeah, I guess that was more all the. There is another
Chili.
chipotle. There's another one.
Chili flakes?
But not, this is more finer probably.
Oh, but this is not even open.
Okay.
Um,
Yeah, I guess that was all that's somehow useful.
we had a
There's oregano, rosemary.
roll. Where did the?
I
brush and
There.
here it is. Here it is. Everybody smile. Yay! Smile.
So where did I put my... Oh, with that.
What time are you leaving us?
7:30 from Lisbon. Latest.
Did you see that clean film?
Yeah.
So I need to be here around 7:20.
Okay, I'm not sure the one that was started because that should be up there. But they bought another one yesterday, right? Where is that? You can open that one because I don't find the other one. There should be some left, but I don't see it.
Should we just transfer this?
Ah, it's very much back there. I'm not sure I get there. Let me see. I'm not sure how it got back there.
What?
There's a lot of cable. No wire.
We had several cables, but this is not currently in use.
Thank you.
But it might end very soon. That,
It's okay.
and then you can use that one.
So you want to leave at what?
We also just do like this, right? So more surface area.
Again.
Again, yeah. We're waiting for the workshop.
Let me know that mine was to get 7:30. We know.
Do you have any micro USB cable
Micro
for
USB.
charging the phone for Fitbit?
Well, there was a phone. There was a cable with a phone.
Micro. No, I don't have
If it's
one.
not with the phone, it might be in the box with the.
It's not out factory.
Yes. Why? Yeah. Why was it then even separated from its cable? It came with the cable.
Carol,
in the-
just give me the phone.
It came with the cable in the box. Can you check the box?
The box.
Yes. Should be underneath the clock.
What was it getting blamed for?
Giving him the phone, not the cable. Not with the cable.
That is Stairway to Heaven.
They're trying to do.
Yes.
Are we doing after this?
We have to do the happy quiz
When are we doing it?
after the workshop.
Okay.
Then probably just after dinner before you come back.
Yeah. After dinner.
We can do it by dinner something after the workshop's only like an hour. I'll finish off the last.
It's very easy.
Cool. Are you saying I'm so stupid?
Be serious about cooking.
Because I saw you last night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You do ice and sugar.
You might be out.
Okay.
There was some sugar left, but I'm not sure what kind of sugar that was.
Caster sugar.
Yeah, caster sugar, yeah. But I guess this is anyway nothing left already. Yeah. Yeah, this is also caster sugar.
Also, I didn't know how heat stable this binding material start, please.
The loser has to buy Colin Guinness, exactly. Keep losing my coffee.
What happened to the workshop timing?
The ham is
We're waiting for people to come. Workshop will start.
what sign language are you?
Eat them, basically.
Eat them. Is that a threat?
Okay, Dublin rules, let's go.
So it's a poker workshop.
Well, people collectively will have spent more time on poker than on workshop.
Probably, yeah.
Yes, that's sure. But
Oh, definitely.
can I sit at the head of the table? Because then it's easier to deal. Maybe.
Okay, so this is very improvised honey glaze, but
Fine.
could be worse.
And there's 4 things in this and much more than this.
Very drippy. Oh well.
I will not need one.
So
I'm
I
young.
can say the loser of the poker game will clean the oven if you say it's very drippy.
Ah, okay. Hätte jetzt gesagt Ober-Unter mit Umluft.
Ja, vermutlich,
Und,
ja.
Okay, und irgendwie, keine Ahnung, irgendwie sowas.
Ja.
Hier gegen.
Ja.
Ja, ist egal. Start.
I'm not thinking. Go. I'm gonna go to the box of cards.
Dishwasher now still has some minutes. Oh, you got bagels as well.
Why are there 4 sets of
Zu viel Zeug. Aber das ist noch Christmas Pudding und Zeug. Das ist
Ja.
so Frühstück ist gesichert.
Ja, ja, das ist für tagelang gesichert. Ja, mal schauen, wie die Verkehrslage am Samstag wird, aber ich vermute, wir haben, wenn tatsächlich der Sturm kommt, haben wir mehr Zeit, weil dann ist der Flug sicher auch verspätet.
Wann geht euer Flug?
12:15.
Oh.
Deswegen 5 wäre der Plan gewesen, ne? Mit der Idee, wir sind um 9 dort und dann
Ja.
na dann, wie viele Chancen der Klaus dann noch hat. Also ich hätte relativ schnell dann einen Anschluss, aber es geht dann um 21:25 auch noch einer nach Graz, also
Okay.
schauen wir mal.
Also das heißt via Wien.
Frankfurt.
Via Frankfurt.
Nein, es gibt bei der Lufthansa-Gruppe gibt es irgendwie Dublin sehr wenig, weil offenbar Ryanair das sehr gut abdeckt.
Okay.
Und deswegen es gibt nur Frankfurt.
Zürich.
Ja, von Zürich komme ich nicht nach Graz am Wochenende.
Okay.
Und jetzt im Winter sowieso nicht. Ich habe jetzt geschaut für Jänner, weil ich nach Genf muss. Mit irgendwie 13. Jänner oder so irgend sowas herum wird der Zürich-Flug noch mehr ausgedünnt und fängt dann erst mit dem Sommerflugplan wieder an.
Nach Graz.
Mhm.
Okay. Was fliegt denn da? Austrian.
Na, Swiss, also meistens Air Baltic, aber halt mit LX-Nummer.
Okay. Okay. Operated by, okay.
Genau, ja. Also früher war es Helvetic und jetzt ist es meistens Air Baltic.
Okay. Ja, Helvetic macht aber eigentlich auch immer noch viel. So.
Ja, ich bin
Segelwapperzeug.
letztes Mal über Zürich nach Madrid geflogen und da war der Zürich-Madrid-Leg war Helvetic, ja.
Okay.
just take a spoon, put down a bit, and then lick the rest off. That's the quicker solution.
Zumindest die Verbindung Zürich-Dublin ist eigentlich rund ums Jahr.
Mhm.
Mindestens 4 Flüge am Tag.
Okay, das ist gut, ja. Aber.
Zweimal Swiss, zweimal Aer Lingus.
Mhm.
Und dann sogar 3-mal Swiss. Die Anbindung steht.
Ja. Na, die Austrian hat Dublin komplett aus dem Programm genommen, weil nachdem ja jetzt Wien großer Ryanair-Hub ist, seit Ryanair die Fly-Niki übernommen hat.
Ah. Okay. Aber das heißt, dann könntest du auch via Wien einfach mit.
Ja, ihr könnt nach Wien fahren und dann mit Ryanair fliegen, ja.
Ja, Wien-Graz gibt es keine City-Hopper-Flüge.
Ja, gibt schon, aber wenn du den Auer-Flug mit dem Ryanair-Flug kombinierst, dann kaufst du ein extra Ticket Wien-Graz. Und das extra Ticket Wien-Graz, ich weiß nicht, wie es jetzt ist, aber früher haben sie sowieso nur Business verkauft. Wenn du nur den nimmst, ohne Anschluss.
Und die sind nicht im gleichen Netzwerk, das ist.
Nein, Ryanair ist überhaupt kein Netzwerk.
Aha. Okay. Achso. Wie lange fährt man den Zug? Wien-Graz?
3 Stunden.
3 Stunden. Ja, also.
Ja, geht schon. Es kommt darauf an, wenn es in der Früh einen Flug hast oder spät am Abend, ist es natürlich mühsam. Ja, geht schon, mach ja manchmal, ja.
Wie ist denn da Verbindung? Stündlich? Oder?
Stündlich, ja.
Immerhin.
Also jetzt dann wieder richtig
Aber gut,
stündlich.
Du musst trotzdem erst vom Flughafen wieder an den Bahnhof kommen.
Nein, es gibt.
Gibt es eine Bahnverbindung?
Ja, gibt schon, ja. Aber also normalerweise gibt's das schön getaktet. Jetzt ist das Problem, nachdem die Hälfte dieser Züge oder mehr als die Hälfte dieser Züge von Salzburg kommt und zwischen St. Pölten und Wien die Hochgeschwindigkeitsstrecke im September überflutet wurde und die bis zum Fahrplanwechsel noch außer Betrieb ist.
Fahrplanwechsel ist im Januar?
Nein, Dezember, jetzt Mitte Dezember, ja. Und jetzt fahren sie auf der alten Strecke, das dauert eine Dreiviertelstunde länger, damit sind die Züge natürlich nicht im Takt.
Ja, okay.
Jetzt ist das also ein bisschen.
Ja, okay. I see.
Didn't expect that.
We know it's too high.
You didn't know.
How much it is, you know?
What have we got? 3.
Und dann ist es manchmal zum Beispiel für Genf ist es so, ich habe das schon einmal auch, dass dann manchmal der Graz-Zürich-Flug teurer ist wie die Umsteigeverbindung nach Genf.
Ja, wie jetzt? Also von Graz nach.
Von Graz nach Zürich?
Über Genf.
Nein, von Graz direkt Flug nach Zürich und dann mit dem Zug weiter nach Genf zu fahren, kostet nur dieser Flug mehr, als wenn ich über Wien oder München nach Genf fliege.
Okay. Es gibt ja auch tatsächlich immer noch Flüge Zürich-Genf.
Ja, gibt schon, ja.
Komplett
Ja.
So was Lächerliches.
Ja, es ist wie Wien-Graz 3 Stunden ungefähr, nicht?
Ja, vor allem gibt es ja. Gut, Österreich ist ja zumindest noch. Kriegst noch weitere Strecken hin. Ja, da verstehe ich noch, dass es Inlandflüge gibt. Aber
Ja,
gut, Zürich-Genf ist gerade noch die längste Strecke, wo man noch irgendwie theoretisch was fliegt. Also es ist so unsinnig, weil es ist ja nicht nur so, dass es eine direkte Zugverbindung gibt von Zürich Bahnhof nach Zürich Hauptbahnhof nach Genf Bahnhof. Nee, der Zug fährt ja von Flughafen
ja,
zu
Genf,
Flughafen.
in Genf fahren alle am Flughafen durch. Ja,
Ja. Und der Zug, der von Zürich nach Genf fährt, fährt immer zum Flughafen in Zürich.
Ja.
Also es ist, warum gibt es die Flugverbindung? Aber anscheinend ist genug Bedarf da.
Ja.
Früher sind die auch mal noch Zürich-Basel geflogen.
Mhm.
Das ist
Ja.
eine Stunde mit dem Zug.
Ja. Ja, früher, Linz-Wien gab es früher, aber seit die Hochgeschwindigkeitsstrecke ist, gibt es das nicht mehr.
Gut, in Basel haben sie ja immer noch nicht geschafft, den Flughafen an die Bahn anzubieten. Langsam tut sich jetzt da was. Es könnte sein, dass vielleicht irgendwas bis 2030 steht es da vielleicht.
Das ist in Graz noch viel besser. Die neue Hochgeschwindigkeitsstrecke nach Klagenfurt führt ist unter der Landesstraße, die vor dem Flughafen vorbeiläuft. Und der Tunnel ist breit genug schon, weil man dort einmal eine Haltestelle bauen könnte, aber es gibt eine Teilorganisation der Bahn, die für Hochgeschwindigkeitsstrecken zuständig ist, die sagt, ja, betrifft uns ja nicht. Und das Land sagt, na, betrifft uns auch nicht, das ist ja eine Hochgeschwindigkeitsstrecke und sie haben sich auf die Finanzierung nicht einigen können. Das heißt, wenn die Strecke im Dezember 25 in Betrieb geht, wird sie zwar unter dem Flughafen durchfahren, aber nicht stehen bleiben.
Aber nicht, okay.
Ja.
Das, ja.
Eine Frage.
Ja.
Zufällig ein Desinfektionsspray benötigt.
Ein Spray nicht, also so ein Handgel habe ich, ja. Sowas habe ich.
Nein, ich weiß nicht, was braucht ich. Das kann ich nicht für meine Finger. Gibt da blöderweise so ein Nagelbett?
Ja, ich meine, du kannst schon so ein
ein
Desinfektionsgel drauf, es wird ein bisschen brennen, aber es ist.
Ganz öfters, ja.
Also.
Das ist so ein Kaster. Oder ist, glaubst du, vielleicht irgendwo im Erste-Hilfe-Kosten sowas?
Wo ist der Erste-Hilfe-Kasten?
Muss der wohl noch sein, oder?
Keine Ahnung. Also Löschdecken habe ich gefunden, aber Erste-Hilfe-Kasten. Wenn es stark brennt. Oh, Klaus. Strohrum. Ja, was willst du mehr desinfizieren? Ja, ich meine, also wenn ich sonst nichts habe unterwegs, oder Mundwasser oder sowas drauf, irgendwas, was alkoholhaltig ist oder halt.
Also der Strom funktioniert auf jeden Fall.
Der geht sicher, ja.
Obwohl, das ist ja noch nicht mal der üble. Das ist ja nur der 60.
Nur der 60, ja. Ja, trotzdem, 60% ist das Desinfektionsmittel auch schon ganz okay. Warte, der blinkt irgendwas?
Ja, ich nehme an, er hat Temperatur.
Ah, okay, ja. Deswegen piepst er.
Gehe ich mal davon aus.
Okay, look, let me have a look in my bag upstairs. Wait,
Oh,
let me
you
have a
raised
look.
up.
What? Who?
No, I have.
Okay, Klaus, only you can take over my hand. It's
So.
for rules.
So. Ich räume mal den Geschirrspüler aus, weil sonst haben wir nachher wieder keinen Platz. Ich meine nicht, dass es unbedingt wegen Kräutern wieder einrahmen, aber weil da steht auch noch Zeug von Mittag. Da habe ich gesagt, das lasse ich dann für wen anderen. Und ja. Es ist genauso wie Mittag, ich wollte die Gläser abräumen, der Klaus gesagt, das soll wer anderer machen. Aber es hat sich bis jetzt niemand gefunden, der.
Das ist so ein bisschen das Problem. Das, gewisse, ja, ein gewisses Verantwortungsgefühl.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ja. Heute wird es wieder spät.
Ja, vor 8, halb 9 gehen wir nicht essen. Ne? Schau, die Glühweintasse für einen Kerl. Klaus, die Glühweintasse für einen Kerl.
Ja, genau.
Was sagst du denn? Nein. Ja, wie gesagt, Desinfektionsmittel kannst du haben.
Ja, also der Stefan macht Aftershave.
Aftershave, Mundwasser, was auch immer du willst. Aber wie gesagt, das ist also ein Handdesinfektionsgel. Also das ist dafür gedacht.
Ja, das nochmal.
Ja.
Okay, bitte.
Ja?
Okay, das war super.
Ja.
Okay, ist das mit dem Rum war wirklich kein Witz.
That's in fact is good. I'll try that. Thank you very much.
That one is stronger even
Yeah.
than aftershave.
Ja, ist halt der Strohrum.
Or straw.
No, this is the 60%. It's not the 80%.
It's fine.
Yay!
thanks very much. I have these patches, but I just
Okay.
I think you can use them.
No, I mean,
But no, I'm fine. I don't need this. I have them with me. I was just looking for this disinfectant. But thanks a lot.
yeah.
Okay, yay.
I might go for a bank loan.
So, I think I should start cooking, huh?
So, Werner, wollen wir jetzt bitte ausbauen?
Ja, ja, klar.
Ham
Ham is in the oven.
and potato then.
Potato then.
And then
Ham is honey glazed in the oven. But it was a bit thin.
okay, nice.
And it's currently at 120. Since I have no idea how long any of this is going to take, I just put it on the low heat. We can, if it heats, we can off the heat later.
Let me then, I'll actually remove yeah, this is always hit or miss whether you need it.
So, do we want to have peeled potatoes or just
Rusty!
you want roasty?
Aye.
Rusty and ham.
We can do roasty. It's going to take a bit.
What is rusty?
I can show you.
Okay.
How long is Rusty gonna take?
An hour?
An hour is fine.
Oh, that's fine.
I mean an hour of work. Nothing is going to be done in an hour because
But we have time.
we can do well. Actually, we don't because there's still a lot of other things on the agenda, but nobody seems to.
Workshop is waiting to start. Let's do workshop.
Let's do. Wait.
No.
No. You would not do roasty with lasagna.
Now we did Rusty for breakfast.
Rusty for breakfast is on the table.
What is rusty?
It's fried shredded potato.
We don't fry, man. There's
Perfect.
Not deep fried. It's pan fried.
Fried potato. It's potato cake.
It's potato cake.
It's like box tea, man.
Yeah, breakfast.
No, it's not. It's not breakfast.
No, but the box tea, you know, like.
No. Box tea is a potato patty, basically.
What's happening here?
No. There's no coffee. There's no coffee.
Something else.
Yeah.
Oh.
Box tea on the pan. If you can't make the box tea, you'll never find a man. That's what this cook taught us at ICMAR.
Yes.
You got a TV chef cook. She told me, box tea on the griddle, box tea on the pan.
How long is
If
the
you
roasting
can't
bake?
cook the box tea,
It's not baked.
you'll never find a man.
Yeah.
Well,
Ask Klaus for the.
ideally hard-boiled potato,
Okay.
and then it's about 15 minutes in the pan.
Okay. So we start to get them boiled.
So then, yes, so that
Take them off.
yes, the operation would be hard-boiled.
Stefan, if you want to do something, you can.
Peel, shred,
Stefan?
fry.
Let's parboil them now. Let's shred them and fry them in the morning.
It's not breakfast.
Well, let's talk about it now, then we can.
Well, breakfast. It's breakfast in some parts of the world.
Roasty
In
is
the-
not served for breakfast.
While in the US, you get very similar things for breakfast.
So if
I can put it in the oven.
if we want to do roasty, then we need to boil the potato. Well, in theory, it's not absolutely necessary. You can also just do the raw. Everything else will take longer.
But it's these things are kind of done, so I would actually.
Yeah, these ones take ages to
They
cook.
take ages to cook.
Well, they're going to be shredded, so it doesn't. It changes. It changes totally.
Fair enough.
Trust me,
Yes.
yesterday.
But these ones are really dense.
Yeah,
So it's a super dense.
but you would only boil them like halfway through,
Yeah,
so the
yeah.
core will still be
Yeah.
tasty.
But it'll help.
Let's see.
So,
But we can start that.
But why are we doing this?
Because people want to roasty.
I think it would. Are we making the ham right?
Yes.
It would go very well with ham.
It would work. Yes, it would go well. We can do. If we don't do Zurich chances, we can at least do roasty.
Let's boil them. Then we
I
can.
was looking forward to roasty for so long.
So let's boil them because we can stop the boiling during and cool them down during workshops.
Yes. So then we get a big cut.
Shall I cut the mushrooms so we prepare them?
Yes.
Yeah, let's start preparing it. Good idea. Let's do it.
I guess you might need to wash the cutting boards. Stefan, before you start, you might need to wash the cutting boards because nobody washed them after lunch.
I'm not sure we even need cutting boards.
For the mushrooms?
Yeah, for mushrooms, for onions, for garlic, for...
Okay. For other stuff.
lots of things. This is not mine.
This is mine.
Okay, then I'll move it here, hey?
Okay.
Are these things to throw away or?
No. You can still eat them. You don't need to throw them away.
Not know since when they are.
From yesterday.
We should still wash them first, right?
So these, I tried washing them yesterday. Almost. They basically did not change anything. I think they should be washed enough. Like it somehow they're just rust. It's a thoroughly Irish type of thing. It's a farmer's potato.
So you know what, Björn? Either we did something wrong,
Sorry?
but you know why I think we didn't do something wrong? Because when that lady was preparing box tea,
Yeah.
I am generally good in reproducing recipes, especially when somebody shows you. I've never managed to do it with Dutch potato, and then I figured out it's totally different potato.
Yeah, it has some different potato, yes. Alright, you have a cutting board, Stefan.
So different that it was so different that I kind of couldn't even figure out why.
Right.
Wash the hands.
There's, I think, in the bottom.
Yeah.
With more normal.
Cut me that knife, the one that's next to
I will clean you that knife. He asked me to cut me that knife.
I would let you give it back. I'll go later. I mean, it's very nice. I'll leave it here in case you change your mind.
You can just empty that here and then I'll take that one.
What did we say about too often washing hands and getting dry? I still support the side of your Finnish
Yeah. So there's this Ismo guy, this Ismo comedian, talk about living with his girlfriend or wife. There's a very different bathroom. For him, it's he needs two things: one to wash the teeth and one to wash the balls. And if I run to one, I can use the other. If it washes the teeth, it will definitely wash the balls. And then he's comparing this to his starting ingredients, which are, like more complicated, 20 or 30 times more. But they all end with very specific. But they all end with moisture. Everything needs to moisturize it. And he says he's surprised. Why don't you take a shower? When I take a shower, I get very moist. You could almost say I'm wet.
People would almost say that I'm wet.
Yeah. And then he says, but then his wife says that but taking a shower makes you dry. And it's a completely foreign concept to me. Anyway, it's a very funny.
No, but he sounds always like I don't know.
Yeah.
I always thought that I'm almost wet.
Yeah. And he has a very nice delivery also.
Yeah. Has this crazy voice like you.
Yes, we
should wash this as well.
He has almost crazy voice, like you.
So, I guess I have everything for the dishwasher now.
Do you want to
Luca, Luca, brauchst du die noch?
Brauche ich nicht. Danke sehr.
Dankeschön!
Do we want to start this dishwasher?
No, it's still space there. So
Because it basically dinner will make it completely full.
yeah, but I guess several people have coffee now. Maybe we should wait for the mugs as well.
Okay.
Or I don't know. Yeah, maybe until we get to the workshop, it's too late. Yeah, you're right. Okay, let's start it.
So we can see if there are things that are not in use.
I think another dishwasher could have been a better idea.
Yeah, true.
Meaning having 6 ovens and one dishwasher of that size that like doesn't seem like. It's not even the large
Yeah.
one, it's the small one.
This is also Hot Point, the brand of the dishwasher, because the fridge over there as well. I said so we shouldn't wonder it didn't cool if it says Hot Point.
Producing a little bit more stuff.
Cool.
See, there's a
And that's like some brand I've never heard about. Have you heard about it?
No.
Hot Point?
No. Doesn't seem to exist in other places.
I had this.
Oops, there was still coffee inside.
Just bought Bosch. That's also good.
Well, Bosch is Siemens, Whirlpool, everything.
This one that I bought,
It's one brand these days.
Is it?
Yeah.
this money to the
There's a company called Bosch Siemens Hausgeräte, which is various brands.
I got this one. That one is selected year for year as the best dishwasher in the Netherlands somehow by consumers.
Yeah, fine.
these things. Oh,
Yeah, I guess we should. Those could go in, but the others I would wash outside.
Mushroom gangster.
Mushroom gangster. She even talks like a gangster. Balikon gangster.
I need to speak in Irish. Automatic?
Automatic.
Edit
automatic and manual.
Yeah, track with allowed both. Just you need to specify it.
Essentially.
Yeah, exactly. So why not?
Okay, so interactive happens at the competition.
Yeah.
Queries are released at the competition. This will be VBS Queries are going to be ad hoc and Q&A.
We can even do instant search.
Can we do, just if I may ask, because that's kind of a huge trend in the community, you know, like that we probably shouldn't ignore, and we are almost there. Just kind of try to go just a little bit, one step extra with the non-item search to kind of formulate it more as a conversational task. It is already there, so it would just take revealing partially more and more information.
Can you give an example?
For an example, like what I'm doing with Evangelos, for example, Canulas, that's a colleague from information retrieval, and this is like mostly text now, but we are trying kind of to do the visual, and with the Hongi, and it's, we sat there, Evangelos and I were thinking what are the good benchmarks for this kind of task, multimodal conversational search, and you know, I told him VBS and lifelog search, that's as close as it gets. It doesn't exist. There are data sets, few data sets here and there. So just to give an example. So for example, when you normally start revealing, maybe we didn't think that way, but I talked to Kahal several times about it. You say, for example, I'm looking for a video. Kahal says, for example, let's go first LSE and I'll give you VBS. You know, the same example. It's almost conversational. So Kahal says, our anonymous life logger was sitting in a chair. It was home of a family member, and I was looking at something on a wall. And then people are looking for many things which are correct and not correct. That's literally like what you do in the first round of interaction, in first round of interaction in conversational systems. And then comes additional part of information that we sometimes keep as a ground truth, like as a part of information that you're not aware of in conversational systems. And then you say, oh, it was a painting, and there was something white and red on it, you know, like, so it's kind of giving you extra, so there is
It's like it's like our standard.
And then comes,
those
were the figures, it could be aliens, or it could be some tribal information.
So we do this, yeah.
So that's like, people are developing conversational systems.
That's okay, we're there already.
We're there already. Yeah, that's what I said. Yes, but some queries are not like that. I would just like say when we select the queries actually to be queries that are also compatible with this.
Well, all non-item search queries are like that.
Yeah. The LSC non-item search queries are all like that.
The VBS as well.
Ad hoc, find as many as we can.
Yes, they just have fewer stages.
Yeah.
Instant search, find a single one.
Not all of them are.
They are.
Kind of think.
No, non-item search all, not AVS, but because that you don't want to specify precisely, but all non-item search queries are.
Yeah, but then it's already, maybe we just kind of then formulate it slightly.
Instant/non-item.
When advertising.
But then this means we would go for non-item search and not for ad hoc, right?
Yes. This is non-item search.
This
Conversational search is non-item search.
Yes, totally.
Yeah.
We were discussing, but at some point you were not really persuaded that it's already conversational. So
it's not conversational because conversation search, in my understanding, is I say something to the system asks me questions. I say something else, and is this conversation?
I mean,
it's compatible with
evaluate.
Yeah, I mean the way. Yeah, the way.
Conversational search.
It depends what kind of system people develop, and we could advertise.
We can't, because the query is fixed. So if I ask you not what was on the picture, but if I ask you what color has the frame.
Yeah, totally. But these are really clarifying kind of further. That's often what they call conversational search in this fashion type of things.
But how this would work is Evangelos runs this as a workshop at ECIR in 2026.
What were you saying?
Evangelos and you run this as a workshop at ECIR to build conversational search engines for lifelog data.
But how is this a conversation?
No, he should.
He should. Oh yeah, totally.
But how is this a conversation if there's only one party to the conversation and the
you
output
have an
is
agent.
fixed?
So how I see it, but maybe it's wrong. We've been developing this kind of for very long. Meaning when you started in 2006-7, you would be doing Rockio and so on. We couldn't do better. Yeah, you know what I mean. But that was already this primitive conversation with the system. You know, like system gives you something, you label something as positive and negative, you know, like, and then you go back and so on.
Yes, but
so you are conversing in a system in a very primitive way.
But the queries are fixed. They're just revealed over time. A conversation would be: I give you some high-level information, and then you can
ask whatever you want. Yeah.
Who's out?
You're out. Oh. We have more SD cards.
Yeah.
I changed mine.
Yes. This we have more.
Okay, you're a smart person.
So does that mean we don't provide the data, we just provide a system?
I endeavor to.
So I think that's a different challenge.
Yeah, I mean, what you could do is, but this is a different.
Turn it off first before you take out the SD card, please.
What you could do is, like, rather than prepare these list of hints, prepare like one-page description of the scene you're looking for with a lot of detail, and then you could have this as an oracle that people ask against.
This is so complicated to do.
It's complicated to do, yeah, because we would run that oracle service somewhere, and
I really kind of think, because you know why we shouldn't overthink it.
It's an ECIR challenge.
It's ECIR.
Or CIR
yeah,
challenge.
and the other thing is, of course, if you do that based on an LLM, you couldn't ensure that the answers are exactly reproducible if different people use the oracle.
Yes.
So,
but this is essentially something that I
use a data set to do these things.
Go to CGR, go to ECIR. I'm sure
bring the clock to the lady.
This is something I would have wanted to do as a different type of VBS task for a while. There is essentially that you would go ahead and have a volunteer show them the target beforehand, and then they need to send their time to show. I describe, and teams can more or less shout into what was this? What was that?
Yeah.
Essentially have an ad hoc conversation. For a VBS style setting, this could work.
Yeah.
For something
we
like
could also
this,
do it here for the interactive part.
We could also do it here. I'm a bit
in the first year. More do what we know works.
Yes, I'm a bit more hesitant for this, because if you do it for VBS with something like V3C, the possible universe of things is so much larger that it's probably questions that are much more easy to answer quickly.
That's true, yeah.
Whereas if somebody goes, but how exactly was this? And then the person takes a while to answer this.
I like but it's a conversational challenge rather than a retrieval challenge.
Yeah, but
we're still focused on retrieval challenges.
Can I just kind of try to explain? Because I don't know how much I should say, because we didn't finish. We just started working with Hongi, our PhD. I can say about it.
Hongi Wang.
Hongi, my PhD with the Mangalos, is what we started doing. Why I see it's actually conversation. Can I?
Yes.
But it's kind of in development stage, you know, like, so I'm not sure that it works. So I don't like. But so basically, this is the general idea. When you formulate information need, and I think that's what you did well with VBS and LSC. When you kind of get an information need, you're often not able kind of to formulate it clearly, you know, like, or unwilling or so. You want to use as short query as possible and get the relevant result, you know. So we are now kind of developing some agents on both sides, on retrieval and for information need and so on, to handle those sides. But actually, what we have here is like really a user that has information need, but is either unwilling or unable to clearly formulate it as a very concise and detailed query. So the system then retrieves something, and these clarified information that come later on are there because nobody found relevant results. So I think this is really good simulation of that information need and conversing. Oh, it's not that. When you provide additional information, hey, just to help you, it's still not that. I mean this. So at least I see it already as conversation, because you are revealing increasingly more and more specific information need.
But when you say that, it's not that, you're seeing something that the system return back to you, so it's kind of two-way already. Now we have a lot of teams. How do we handle that? If it's only one team.
We are already doing it because when.
Yeah, but that's I think why we argue it's probably not conversational because it's a one-way. You kind of assume what the next question will be and you answer that one, right?
Yeah.
How many you assume?
Because it's a one-way. It's a one-way communication. Because we have the hints that we give you.
Yeah.
We don't have. You can't ask for anything else. We presume this will be the next thing you ask about, and that's the information we give you.
Yeah, but any benchmark that you make, up to this point, I kind of argue. Like up to this point where we stand, we cannot really make totally open-ended actually.
No, but this is what Lucas says. If it's an interactive and it's the same for all the teams there, we can do it. This was what Lucas described.
What Stefan is saying is in the IR community now, I'm not really in it anymore, so I don't know, but they do simulate the conversational queries by that kind of an approach. And we just work with a simulation. I think for ECIR, yes. Be it either automatic or interactive, and ECR probably needs an interactive challenge at a workshop because it doesn't do that. It's not my most exciting conference I've ever been to, right? So
ECR?
ECR.
I met you there.
I know.
2010.
In Dublin.
Milton Keynes of all places.
Oh yeah, went to Bletchley Park.
The only monument of any significance in that city is a cow.
Yes, I remember that. Stefan Ruger. Myself and Udo.
And Susan.
Susan, yes, yes. Anyway, so we went off conversation.
But I was just like saying how to actually market it to the community because I don't think lots of people actually realize that this is like previous generation of what became conversations.
But then the conclusion would be if we want to do that, then we should go with known item search queries rather than ad hoc queries.
We could have ad hoc as well, but
well, the question is how many query types, because I would for sure do Q&A because I think that's the most exciting thing to do on that type of data.
Then known item search and Q&A. Do we need ad hoc?
I think we want ad hoc if you want that kind of the pseudo conversational.
No, because ad hoc is.
I'm wrong, for instance. Do we care about ad hoc? Every example of depends on the use case.
Ad hoc is anyway hard to judge, right?
Yeah.
Okay, let's dump ad hoc and see how it goes.
Ad hoc would require either people defining specific segments.
That's what we do anyway.
Or we define. No, so far we have predefined the